Tsathoggua. Tsathoggua is the sleeper of Nkai, a giant furry, toad-like god who's basically the pantheon's lazy roommate. He's not terrifying because of what he does. He's terrifying because he does nothing. He just squats in caves, half asleep, while his cult of slime monsters sacrifice things in his honor. They worship him like he's royalty, but really, he's just vibing, drooling, and waiting for someone to drop snacks into his mouth. That's what makes him scary. Apathy. If he ever actually woke up and stretched, entire civilizations would collapse by accident. But he doesn't even care enough to try. Humanity builds temples, sings hymns, invents theology, and Tsathoggua snores through it all. Lazy omnipotence is worse than wrath. Wrath at least notices you. So he's the weakest here, but still horrifying. Your entire existence could end just because a cosmic toad decided to roll over in its sleep.
Giant frog, and put your hands up!
Dagon. Dagon is the deep-sea god of the abyss, worshipped by the Deep Ones, those fish-faced humanoids lurking in coastal towns, with the smiles that may be a little too wide. Unlike Tsathoggua, Dagon isn't passive. He's patient. He waits in the water, and the water is everywhere. What makes him dangerous isn't just size, it's inheritance. He doesn't just kill you, he converts you. Generations of humans find themselves transforming into amphibious monsters, lungs itching for salt water. Your family tree becomes his family tree. You don't worship him by choice. You worship him because your bloodline demands it. Dagon isn't cosmic indifference. He's ocean inevitability. The tides belong to him. The coasts belong to him. And one day, when the shoreline disappears, we'll all remember. The sea was never ours.
Half man, half fish creature!
Cthulhu. Cthulhu is the great dreamer, the squid dragon god asleep beneath the Pacific in R'lyeh. Everyone knows his name, but most don't get the real terror. He doesn't need to wake up. His dreams already spill into our minds, spreading cults, madness, and visions of drowned worlds. He's not just a monster. He's a transmitter. Humanity is picking up his signal like a radio tune to despair. His weakness is that he's chained, drowned, sleeping. But even in that state, he sparks religions, drives people insane, and makes sailors leap off ships with joy just to sink closer to him. Just imagine what will happen if he actually opens his eyes. Compared to the big players, Cthulhu is mid-tier. But mid-tier for him still means planetary crisis. He's the most famous, but fame is a distraction. He's not the strongest god. He's just the one screaming the loudest in your nightmares.
Tulu Raleigh Waglu to Flaggen.
Hastur. Hastur is the king in yellow, the whisper in a ruined theater, the disease of ideas. He doesn't crush you with tentacles. He infects you with words. A single play, a single phrase, and you're ruined. People go mad not from what he does, but from what they understand, from truths that spread faster than any plague. Unlike Cthulhu, Hastur doesn't sleep. He waits in the cracks of human thought, a forbidden script, a name uttered too often, and suddenly he's in the room with you. He is less about claws and more about contamination. You don't just see Hastur, you spread him, like a virus in language. That makes him higher ranked than Cthulhu. Tentacles destroy bodies, but memes destroy civilizations. Hastur is when apocalypse is written in italics and whispered until nothing sane remains.
Some terrifying forbidden books.
Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep is the crawling chaos, the one eldritch being that actually cares about humanity, and that's what makes him unbearable. He doesn't just exist in the void, he walks the earth, wears 1,000 faces, gives speeches, invents cults, whispers in your dreams. He's the ultimate manipulator. No sleeping, no waiting, just an active campaign to ruin you for his own amusement. He isn't sealed away like Cthulhu, or abstract like Hastur. He's here laughing, and the cruelty is surgical. He doesn't wipe out humanity, he toys with it. He's the only god who seems to understand human psychology, and he weaponizes it until you're begging for mercy that he'll never give.
Deceitful, manipulative monster.
Shub-Niggurath. Shub-Niggurath, the black goat of the woods with 1,000 young. Even saying that feels like your tongue's being dragged through teeth. She isn't love or fertility as humans imagine. She's fertility warped, an endless carnival of flesh. When she manifests, life gushes out in torrents. Limbs where no limbs belong, mouths opening on smooth skin. A tide of malformed creatures that never stops. Creation for her isn't beauty. It's a compulsion. It's a wildfire made of meat. Cultists whisper her name, not to bless families, but to summon armies. She is motherhood weaponized, nature without restraint, an infinite factory of shrieking, wet birth. You can slay a monster, but can you slay the endless swarm, the flood still multiplying behind it? And that's why even the other cosmic horrors know to keep their distance. Yog-Sothoth. Yog-Sothoth is the all-in-one, a being made of infinite spheres, existing outside time and space. He doesn't just see the universe, he is the universe, stitched into every past and future simultaneously. If you call on him, he answers. But every answered prayer comes with a bill you can't afford. Unlike Nyarlathotep, who loves cruelty, Yog-Sothoth doesn't need to be cruel. His very presence is impossible to survive. Mortals who touch him melt into screaming knowledge, their minds reduced to static. He isn't terrifying because he hates you, but because he contains too much truth. Yog-Sothoth ranks higher because he's a constant. Everywhere, everywhen, every possibility is already in his pocket. There's no hiding from a god that is the timeline itself.
All that knowledge, it was killing her.
Azatoth. Azatoth is the blind, idiot god, the nuclear heart of chaos itself. He doesn't scheme, doesn't dream, doesn't even think. He just rides at the center of the universe, while a choir of demons drums endlessly to keep him asleep. Why? Because if he wakes, reality evaporates instantly without warning. The horror isn't intelligence, it's mindlessness. Azatoth isn't evil. He's inertia, chaos without purpose. The stars, the galaxies, every law of physics is just the byproduct of his distracted thrashing. We live in the fallout of his nonsense. Just imagine if your whole world were just the side effect of a god's restless fidgeting. That's Azatoth. He's not cruel. He's worse. He's indifferent in a way so absolute it becomes annihilation. Even silence feels loud compared to the void he radiates.
The world will end next week!
So yeah, that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.